Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second episode of the Dreamcasters podcast, a podcast where we talk about the music behind video games and how it's evolved over the years. Today, we are going to be talking about the creepier side of video game music, and to talk about it with me today, I have my co-host, Drac from Kentosu Army.
Yo, what's up?
My guest today, my first guest actually, is a very special one who I am very honored to have on. So, give it up for the one and only Rene Wurz, also known as Luigikid. Thank you so much for being here, man.
Yo, what's going on, my dedicated bros and brothers? It's me, Luigikid. And yo, guys, thank you so much for having me. Pleasure to be here.
It's a real honor to have you here, man. Me and Drax, we both have been pretty big fans of yours for a long time. So, to be able to work with you is definitely an honor and a half.
Hey, Mike, can I clear something up?
Yeah.
So, he has been watching you more than I have. Like, I started watching you back in 6th grade, but then I was like, I found other YouTubers, but I'm starting to get back into your content again.
Damn, you know what I keep on saying? You guys are always welcome to get back to my channel whenever you want. So come and go as you wish. Always happy to see you again.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, again, thank you. And how have you been?
Yeah, last week I've been a little sick, but I finally recovered. We're getting there. I'm now stoked to talk about whatever you guys have in mind and prepared for me.
Well, I have a fair few questions, a fair few things to talk about, so let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Now then,
let's go.
As I'm sure both of you are familiar, there are a lot of disturbing songs in video games, whether they are intended to be creepy or just ended up being a little more disturbing with the situation that they play than intended. One of the most infamous, or more or less famous, examples of that being the Lavender Town theme from Pokemon. Probably one of the most well-known.
A classic when it comes to creepy music. And thanks to that music, so many more creepypastas have spawned out of nowhere, which is kind of understandable if you listen to that song.
What about Fun is Infinite? From the SEGA Sonic CD? Wasn't that one?
I believe it's the US version of the boss music from Sonic CD. That's the creepy one.
It's so freaking funny because the boss music in the US version sounds so terrifying, so haunting, while the Japanese music is like an upbeat banger. It's like so cheerful, it's just a vibe. And the US version is just giving you nightmares.
I know. Literally, I had to get to the first boss of Palm Tree Panic and then just stop because of how much the music actually scared me when I was a bit younger. But no, of course, there are plenty of others. As Drax said, that one, there's Lavender Town. Of course, there's the infamous Sonic Drowning theme that probably traumatized a lot of us.
It also traumatized me when I was younger. It still does sometimes.
Anytime
I played Sonic 2 on my Sega Genesis. And it's creepy. Like, whenever I went into the water.
Mm-hmm. And the ominous dinging that happens as it's leading up to the music is just... Definitely.
Totally like that.
No. Of course, there are plenty more examples that could be spoken about, whether it be intentionally creepy music from creepypastas and fan games and stuff, which, speaking of, I'm pretty sure, Luigikid, that aren't you doing the 4th EXE challenge right now?
Yeah, currently I'm hosting the 4th EXE challenge on my on my YouTube channel where people can submit their self-made EXE games for a chance to win up to $1,000 and a huge Elgato Streamer Let's Player package. And yeah, the submissions so far, well, they're good, they're goated, which I'll say. The community is always improving with their stuff, and yeah, I can't wait to see what else I'm going to play until the end of the challenge, and can't wait to announce the winners of it.
I am definitely looking forward to that as well. But now then, as I said at the
So am
start,
I.
as I said at the start, I do have some questions, and I believe it's a good time that we get into them. And Drax, of course, you are welcome to answer as well. But yeah, with that said, let's get into the
Yeah, let me just,
questions. First question. What was the first unnerving or creepy song you ever heard from a video game?
Shall I go first?
Sure.
Okay, kind of hard to say, but I think one of the first games I've ever played in my life back on the Nintendo 64 was Mario 64, and Big Blue's Haunted Mansion was absolutely creepy and creeping the hell out, especially once you were in the piano room.
Oh, yes. I've been playing a lot of Mario 64 on the Switch, and I completely agree. That music can definitely give some chills.
Nightmare-inducing. Second example I would have would probably be from Zelda Ocarina of Time, Shadow Temple most likely.
That one I have not gotten to yet. I have been playing Ocarina of Time, though. But
Ocarina of Time has a lot of spookier music. Atmosphere-wise, it's pretty good. I mean, what shall we say? Koji Kondo, a mastermind when it comes to the music.
I definitely agree. And you'd think something like that would be from a game like Majora's Mask, but what do you have to say, Drax?
I can't really remember any video game that I played in my childhood that would constitute as creepy music. Like the only
It just basically means any music that would, like, unsettle you. You can just say the most recent one if
that's
you
what I'm
can't
trying-
remember. Or, like,
well, the most
first
recent
that
one.
you can remember.
Most recent one that I could say is Hypno's Lullaby. That song. Not the Friday Night Funkin' one, the original Hypno's Lullaby.
Yeah, the one that was posted on YouTube. The fan song. I'm not sure if Luigikid knows about what you're talking about. He probably does with how much stuff that he does.
I mean, I know the Hypnos Lullaby creepypasta, so yeah, it definitely rings a bell. Plus, I've also played the Friday Night Funkin' mod of it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm not a fan of Friday Night Funkin'.
Yo, that's totally fine, and I can agree to a certain extent. I used to like it a lot, but I think a lot of communities from the Friday Funkin' are quite toxic and have done some shady stuff in the past, so I try to distance myself a little bit from the communities, even though I still like most mods from Friday Funkin'.
That is definitely fair enough. Alright, question number 2. Have any songs truly creeped you out enough to actually quit a game before finishing it?
I would have to lie right now from top of my head. I can't tell you exactly how to pronounce the name of the song, but I think it was back in the day when I played Super Paper Mario. There was like this river level where you were going underwater and there were like these hands grabbing you. I think it's called River Twigs Bad, something like that. I cannot recall anymore the exact name of it.
It is called River Twigs Bed.
It is. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that one was absolutely terrifying. Needed to stop the game for a
Yeah, I
bit
could
to
agree.
recover from it.
Alright.
It's used in a lot of iceberg videos now.
Yeah, it's a fitting song for that as well.
Yeah. Alright then. Question 3. Unless
Okay,
Drax
can I
has
just
a...
say something?
Yep.
So this may not constitute in a video game, but it can you at least count this for it? Because I found it from a YouTube channel as Treats for Beasts, and it's the song "Who Wants to Gnaw on Human Bones." That one was creepy. It's like I had to stop watching.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
It doesn't ring too
It's
much
a
of a
creepy
bell to me.
YouTube thing.
Ah. All right. Question.
I just had to get that out because it's a creepy song.
Yep. All right.
I
Question.
have another good example. I've never really played Minecraft myself that much, but I heard from a lot of people, especially thanks to that Herobrine creepypasta, that the cave sounds were freaking so many people out when they were younger.
Oh yes, I play Minecraft a lot even still in the newer updates, and I can definitely attest to that. The cave sounds are definitely unnerving, to the point where the first time my brother played Minecraft and he heard the cave sounds, he actually quit the game and didn't touch it for like 2 weeks because he was too afraid to play it by himself.
That's crazy.
I know.
But understandable.
Yeah. Alright, now. Question 3. Out of every creepy video game song you've heard, which one is your favorite? And it can be a fan song or a song in the actual game itself, as long as it involves a game.
And it has to be a creepy song.
Yes.
Ooh.
Something that sends a chill down your spine in a good way.
I think I'm gonna rewind back to the Zelda series, especially when it comes to Majora's Mask, which is my favorite Zelda title. The final hours before the moon is dropping, that song has such a mystique quality to it. It's creepy, it's sad, it's stressful. It's like it has so many layers to it, which I really enjoy. It makes me feel many different emotions. I think that's what makes the song kind of special to me.
I haven't played Majora's Mask yet. I played a little Legend of Zelda, not Majora's Mask yet, but I have heard that song, and I can definitely agree with that.
You have to imagine when you were younger and you hear the song for the first time and you see the timer. You only have a couple of minutes to basically finish the game or to rewind the time of the game.
Yeah,
you're just getting stressed, ever-loving freak out, and you're like, oh god, what am I supposed to do? What to do next? The first time you heard the song, you thought, okay, you're done for.
Yeah, it sets the landmark in the game between, okay, this is a fun game, I can take my time, to, okay, now I've got a speed run because I'm about to lose. And it kind of just bridges that gap in a way that works perfectly with the scenarios.
Yeah, as I said, Koji Kondo, mastermind.
Alright. You have one to say, Drax?
I'm thinking, I guess I just have to go with a fan song. Specifically, a puppet song from Try Hard Ninja.
I'm guessing that's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, specifically
Okay.
the second game.
I have not heard that one, but if it's Five Nights at Freddy's and it's Try Hard Ninja, I'm sure that it's definitely no.
It is.
Alright. Now then. Number 4, and this one kind of ties in to me bringing up the EXE challenge that you're doing, Luigikid. If you could yourself revise or retake one creepypasta based on a disturbing game song, so like how Tails Doll is based on Can You Feel the creepiness of Can You Feel the Sunshine and all of that stuff, and then there's like Lavender Town has multiple creepypastas about it. Which one would you do a retake of?
I think very, very easy question, actually, and easy answer. Since I've already told you about Majora's Mask, I would definitely say, remember the EXE with the band Drowned creepypasta?
Yes.
The song of Unhealing. Such a banger, and actually it's a beautiful song, but playing it in reverse to make it even creepier. And the entire Benjamin Creepbuster itself, it was just such a good fitting. It was just fitting in so many ways. I would love to have this Creepbuster back, to be completely honest. And remember the EXE being one of my all-time favorite EXE games. I wish I would have, yeah, we could get a retake or remake of this game.
All right. Do you have one, Drax?
I'm just gonna have to go with the Fun is Infinite. Just make it even more creepier.
I believe, and I believe Luigikid played it. I believe there is a Sonic CD creepypasta where, like, Sonic, he gets through the game, beats the final boss, but Lil Planet starts crashing down towards his home, and he, like, goes underground, and everyone else ends up getting killed on impact, so he starts to feel regret and remorse for letting his friends die. I don't remember what it's called, but I believe you played that.
That one. I cannot tell you the exact name of that, but I remember that I've played a bunch of Sonic CD creepypasta games, and that was pretty good.
No, there are a lot of
I'd
Sonic
make
CD
my
ones.
own version of it.
That would actually
The
definitely
remix,
be very
the
good.
remix.
Alright then. This is the final question. Are there any disturbing video game songs that still haunt you to this day?
Ooh. I think I need to think a little longer. You want to go first?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I guess it could be considered haunting if you play the game. But, like, there's a song in Tomodachi Life that is, like, kind of creepy in a way. Yeah, breakup song. That is, like, it kind of haunts me.
I actually don't know that one. I haven't really played much Tomodachi Life. Still hoping for a remake for the Switch 2.
Well, I'm waiting for it on the normal Switch if they actually do that.
Yeah, I can actually not imagine that they will do another remake for the Switch, since the lifespan of the Switch is about to end. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they will release it on the first Switch as well, just like they do with Pokemon Legends A to Z. Oh, C to A, sorry. So yeah, maybe we'll get Tomodachi Live remake on Switch 1 and Switch 2, but that's only if Nintendo continues releasing stuff on the first Switch as well. But yeah, when it comes to me, I definitely gotta listen to that song, the breakup song you mentioned. I think I'd still go with the classic drowning music from Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
That is a very good choice for that. Alright then.
And you keep on hearing that music in all the creepypastas as well. You know, pretty much all Sonic EXE games have that song, especially when he's chasing you. And it's driving me insane.
Yeah, I know. Luckily, the one that me and Drax are working on, which it's my game, but he's one of the voice actors for it. I'm hoping to do something a little more original with the chase music.
Are you guys planning to submit something to the Luigikid for EXE challenge as well?
Yeah, actually. It's
Let's go!
It's called Wrath of Asphyxer. I've got a huge... I'd have to tell you about it, like, outside of recording, but I've got a whole bunch of lore planned out. If you know the Telltale games, it plays similar to those.
Ooh, damn.
Like, it plays similar to almost like the original retakes of the formula, where there are certain points where you'll have multiple choices, multiple paths to take, and it can lead to different endings. I'm kind of doing something similar to that.
That sounds interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Sounds awesome.
And I will say this, I did make a little bit of a change compared to the original formula. There aren't 3-player characters, there are 4. And two of them are ones that... One is one that's seen fairly, but the only real game that I can think of that had one of them, and actually there are 2 of them that did. There's Sonic EYX. I know that I believe he shows up at some point, unless it's just
You're talking
Ray,
about
but
maybe Ray?
not Ray, but instead of Knuckles, I have Mighty.
Oh, Mighty. Okay,
And
nice.
I know he's not really seen in EXE games that much, so I thought that would be a
Yeah,
little
these
thing.
fellas definitely need more representation. So good choice.
And actually, so there is going to be voice acting, but the cutscenes are going to be a little bit more like actual animated cutscenes, something along the lines of that. So it's not going to be as weird like these retro characters speaking as if they were their modern counterparts or stuff. But no, of course, it being my game, I am the voice of the main antagonist. But
Bro, damn, okay.
but
Nice.
Drax is actually the voice of the fourth character, which is Shadow.
Keanu Reeves?
Bro, I do more of a Kirk Thornton kind of Shadow.
I mean,
Let's freaking go, man.
I can also do Shadow, but I preferred to have him do Shadow so that I'm not voicing too many characters. I'm also going to be voicing
Oh,
normal
the
Sonic.
edge. The edge. The edgy boys also here. Okay, yeah, that sounds promising, guys. Yeah, we should have about the best. Hope you can make it in time. You know, the deadline to submit the game for the Luigikid Free EXE Challenge is April 30. So take your time. If you're not making it in time, I'll make sure to play it anyways once the game is finished. So again, take your time.
All right then. So, do you have any final comments or remarks you would like to make, Luigikid?
No, actually, just want to say thank you so much for having me and talking about music. Music is something that I love. I love listening to that, obviously. But yeah, you guys are two chill guys, and yeah, thank you so much for having me.
All right. Well, then that concludes another episode of the Dreamcasters podcast, and this has definitely been one of the most unique episodes yet. Thank you again for coming on, Rene. It's been a massive honor doing this with you, but with all that said, I'm Mike Russell. You guys can reintroduce yourselves.
I'm Drax Genko.
And it's me, Luigikid.
And we will see you in the next episode of the Dreamcasters. Never stop gaming, people.
Peace.
See ya. Ciao.